Ibrahim Traoré, a name that exploded onto the world stage almost overnight. But who is he? And how did a young soldier, just 34 years old, rise to become the youngest president in the world? Let's go back. Traoré was born in 1988 in a small town called Bondokuy, western Burkina Faso. He grew up in a nation still haunted by the memory of Thomas Sankara, the revolutionary leader who inspired an entire generation. Even though Sankara was gone, his voice, his ideas of self-reliance and dignity still echoed through the country. Young Ibrahim was part of that generation. He studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou. But books weren't enough. He felt a stronger calling, the army. Once he put on the uniform, his path was set. He trained in Morocco. He fought in some of the harshest conditions back home. He built a reputation, disciplined, strategic, and fiercely patriotic. But the country he served was falling apart. By the early 2000s, jihadist groups were tearing through villages. Thousands fled, thousands more died. Ordinary people began to lose hope. And soldiers like Traoré watched leaders in the capital fail again and again. Then came January 2022. The army, tired of empty promises, removed President Roch-Marc Kabore. A new man, Paul-Henri Damiba, took power. At first, many believed he would bring change, but attacks grew worse. Anger grew louder, and the military's patience ran out. September 30th, 2022, the day everything changed. Ibrahim Traoré and a group of officers moved against Damiba. When the dust settled, the young captain stood before the nation. At just 34 years old, he was now president of Burkina Faso. The world was stunned. The people were divided. Some filled the streets cheering his name. Others stood back, asking the same question. Is this hope? Or just another coup? But one thing was impossible to ignore: the symbolism. Traoré wore fatigues, a red beret, and spoke with fire in his voice. To many, he looked and sounded like Thomas Sankara, reborn. And for young Africans across the continent, he became a symbol of resistance. Still, reality hit hard. The insurgencies did not stop. The economy struggled. Relations with France collapsed. Instead, Traoré turned to new friends: Russia, Mali, Niger. Together, they formed an alliance, promising to defend their sovereignty and push back against Western influence. At the same time, Traoré's image exploded online. Clips of his speeches went viral. AI-generated portraits made him look like a revolutionary superhero. On TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, he was everywhere. For some, he became the face of a new African revolution. For others, he was just another strong man in uniform. So, who is Ibrahim Traoré really? A hero fighting to restore dignity to his people? Or another leader caught in the endless cycle of coups and promises? From a quiet boy in Bondokuy to a soldier in the barracks, to the youngest president on earth, his journey is extraordinary, but history hasn't written the final chapter yet. And the question remains: will he fulfill Sankara's dream, or be remembered as just another man who rose in chaos only to fade into the shadows of power? What do you think? Is Ibrahim Traoré the leader Africa has been waiting for? Or is he just another name in history's long, repeating cycle? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold African stories.